Yo, what's good, peeps? Hope y'all are doing well and swell. It's your boy Tom Ziri. And welcome to episode 84 of the weekly patch notes from X to Skip. With me, I've got Maxwell and Kid Kojo. And we're going to bring you all the tidbits, so please like and subscribe. I bet, before we get started, do y'all have any announcements?
No from me.
Kojo?
No from me too.
Gents. Okay. Let's head on to the gaming news. What's been going on, Max?
All right, so this week we've got a few things to go over, but we start talking about Xbox. Specifically, Microsoft's, annual report was released. Specifically, Nadella, the Microsoft CEO and chairman, released a letter to investors. That's what it is, the investor report. Can you guys guess what was mentioned in this letter?
A new console.
No. It's still in the series lifespan. Kojo, you have any idea?
Call of Duty? I don't know.
Oh, that is actually a good point. Yes, but no. So that's not what I wanted to speak about, but you did remind me about a point. So I'll quickly jump into that point. Nadella mentioned that Xbox has over 20 franchises which have individually earned over $1 billion, which is crazy. And somebody made a funny remark about how many of those franchises has Xbox actually developed themselves as opposed to having purchased? You know what I'm saying? So the thing I wanted to speak about was there've been rumors which were circulating about how Xbox is putting their foot off the pedal on releasing multi-platform games onto the PlayStation because fans' backlash was so severe. But in this letter, Nadella addressed that directly, saying Xbox is looking forward to releasing more multi-platform games, which personally I think is a good idea.
But of course, they're going to make cash.
Yeah, no, that's exactly it. Because people are getting upset of the games not being available, or rather the games being available on other platforms and ruining that exclusivity. Yeah, that's true, but you got to pick your battles. Some games should be on multi-platform, some games shouldn't.
Now, I was going to say, on top of that, like, the companies don't push so much competition between each other. It's us, the people, who are like, oh no, I'm Xbox, oh, I'm PlayStation. Like, they're just looking at us like, okay, cool, fine. They hate each other, but money.
Exactly. That, you hit the nail on the head right there. Money. If you look at it in the perspective of money, everything makes sense. So them releasing more games on PlayStation makes sense because I believe, what was it? What's that game you like playing, Tommy? The one in Pirates on the Sea?
Oh, Sea of Thieves.
Yeah, that's the one. Apparently that was a top seller on PlayStation. And then there was another game which was a top seller on PlayStation from Microsoft. So no way they're going to look at that and be like, nah, we ain't continuing this.
Yeah, facts.
Then the other thing I want to mention is, did you guys hear about the Prince of Persia Lost Crown team?
Nope.
Yes.
All right. So just to give a quick breakdown for you, Tommy, since Kojo already knows, is basically that team is being disbanded by Ubisoft.
Goddamn.
Because Ubisoft says that the game did not meet sales expectation. And I looked it up, and the game on release got an 86 score on Metacritic. And supposedly the amount of copies which were sold were around 300,000. So I don't know what kind of sales expectation Ubisoft was going for. But I've made these complaints before in the past about, I feel some of these companies have unrealistic sales expectations with certain franchises. Prince of Persia was never going to be shipped in the type of units Assassin's Creed would ship. And Ubisoft did this before with Child of Light, where the game made back its money, but it didn't meet sales expectation, so they pushed it off. Yeah, so that shit pisses me off. But it also has me thinking about other companies like Square and Bandai Namco, who also have instances of this game didn't meet sales expectations. Like, how much must a game sell to be considered this is good enough to greenlight a sequel because Tom, you played Final Fantasy 16, right?
Nope. 14 online. Oh, the demo.
Oh, it was just a demo, it wasn't the full game.
No, this is just a demo.
Ah, okay. So that game in its first release, PlayStation exclusive, first release. Can you guess how many sales it made? Copies.
2 billion.
Nigga.
No, everyone's writing Final Fantasy dick, bro. Like I don't understand.
Okay, look at it this way. When a game does very well, it usually gets like 20 million, like big type of game. Wukong hit 20 million. What was that game? Cyberpunk hit 20 million.
35 million.
Nah, that would be insane. Now, so
God damn it. 10 million.
okay, that is much better, but that's still insane. Kojo?
Nigga 3.
4 million.
So that's, you see, Tommy, what Kojo said is a better number, but what you just said now is correct. It hit 3 million in its first week, which is bloody good because that games like Resident Evil, which will hit maybe 8 million or 10 years after 5 to 10 years. So this game in its first week hit 3 million. Yet they say that it didn't meet sales expectations. So it's like, what the hell do you think it's going to make?
They're lying.
The last thing I want to mention to you guys is Roblox. Can you guys, now with Roblox, I'm pretty sure you guys can guess what I'm going to talk about.
Pedophiles.
Yeah, exactly. So Roblox has finally introduced parental features because apparently that report about the whole pedophilia and all of that stuff and kids being unsafe on Roblox made them have a rethink about how they tackle things. So originally what Roblox would do was they would have parents would have a pin which they can block or unlock for their kids to access Roblox, but that was literally it. Now, with this change, they are removing the pin and instead allowing parents to have a lot more control where certain Roblox features and like chat, video, and all of those different stuff, they can turn on or off. And also with regards to that, parents have to make themselves a separate account, which I think is a little cheeky from Roblox because now it makes their user number look bigger than it really is. But parents make themselves a separate account and then they connect their child's account to their account and then they can manage what the child can do on the account via their phone through an app or something, I guess. But yeah, that's it from me.
Oh, wait. Kojo, do you have anything about the gaming news?
Yes, real briefly. I'll just run through these things. So the first thing is the founded by The Witcher 3 Wild Hunt, former game director of that game, who worked at obviously CD Projekt Red, called Rebel Wolves, founded in 2022. They made a publishing deal, or they've made a deal with Bandai Namco Entertainment, and Bandai Namco Entertainment will be the global publisher of that upcoming game called Dawnwalker, which will be part of the Dawnwalker saga.
Wait. Is this dude doing his own studio or it's under the CD Projekt Red studio?
No, he left. It's completely his own thing.
Okay.
Next up, you know how Netflix is getting to the gaming sphere?
Yep. Unfortunately.
Yeah.
Yeah, so while they're hitting a few stumbles because they
Load shedding.
they had to shut down one of its studios.
Oh, shame.
So it closed down a studio. I don't know what its name is. I don't think it had a name, and they didn't release a single game. It was supposed to be a AAA game based on an original IP, and they hired people who worked on Halo, people who worked at Gears of War Studio, Blizzard, people who worked at Sony Santa Monica, the art director, actually. That's crazy. So, unfortunately, yeah, that studio no longer exists. And finally, remember I spoke about how the day before developers are back with a new Kickstarter game?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Guess what?
Layoffs?
They're using Kickstarter again.
No, they are for their previous game. I mean, not previous game, for the one that I announced. But guess what? They have announced that they are canceling that Kickstarter project after it failed to garner the money it needed. They only got $2,270. They needed $20,000.
I mean, can you blame people?
Yes, we can. In that same breath, they said, yes, we're canceling this project. However, we're announcing a new game called Items, which is a action prop hunt game. But those who are in the know, Fantastic already released a prop hunt type game called Prop Night before they released the day before. And that game was actually a game. People were surprised that it was actually a game. It actually worked. Came out and yeah. But yeah, so Fantastic is doing what they usually do. And yeah, that's it for my news. What about you guys? You guys want to chime in anywhere?
These guys are Russians, right?
Yes.
Yeah, I don't trust them.
You don't trust them?
I don't trust them.
Okay, yeah, I don't trust. Yeah, only because I play Tarkov, so.
I don't trust him because I've heard many Kickstarter stories by Russian developers or Russian studios or Russian something where they just take the money and run.
Anything to win the war. I don't know. That's too soon. I got no. I got nothing. I got this one podcast. I guess y'all can listen to it about games and their innovation. And in how too much innovation in a game can confuse certain players depending on their age gap. Whereas other players they love innovation. Fortnite being an example. But anyways, moving on to the gaming. Huh?
Would you do the self-plug?
No, I wasn't doing a self-plug. I'm not plugging that podcast. I'm just going to tell people, look, there's a podcast that talks about it. Go look it up. I don't know from who, but just go look it up.
Oh. I thought you were saying you have a podcast on the side where you're talking about these things.
Nah, conflict of interest. Oh, I don't know. Anyways, gaming corner. Kojo, is there anything notable that has come out that you know of?
All right, so let's start off with a game called Fear the Spotlight. It's a survival horror game. Tommy.
Ooh.
PC, PS5, PS4, Xbox Series, Xbox One, Nintendo Switch, October 22nd, 2024. I bring it up. I think it's noteworthy because I'm watching quite a bit of Twitch these days. I watch quite a bit of Twitch, and horror games are really big on Twitch, as Tommy can confirm, and also on YouTube. And
you know what that reminds me of?
Yep.
And Tommy, you seem to love this guy. That dude on TikTok, the black dude who will play a horror game and then immediately just turn it off when something scary happens.
Tommy loves that guy.
That dude's hilarious, dude.
It pisses me off. I hate him. When I see any videos with him, I immediately stop watching the video because that is no way to play a game. Like, why are you even playing the game if you're doing that?
It's called fear, dude. Like, I've alt F4'd many games. I'm just saying, even on stream, I've just like, yeah, no, I'm good. Hey, let's play something else like Genshin Impact. Yeah, or Stardew Valley, dude. Fam. I can't live through horror games. Like, I did it when I was still streaming for Logitech because it brought views. People love to see people react. And I'm like, you know what? Fuck it. Let me just be brave and play horror games. And people love that shit, bro. Views. But I will admit, there are certain things that freak the shit out of me, bro. Yo, that time Phasmophobia was still new. And I was like, dog, this shit sounds real. Anyways, back to you, Kojo.
Yeah, so that's pretty much it for Fear the Spotlight. Next up, we have a game that I remember when it was announced, when Rocksteady showed up and they said it was an Arkham game. Everybody was excited, and we saw that it was a VR game, and everybody just wanted to jump off a building.
Damn.
You remember that, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So it's out. Oh, sorry. Fear the Spotlight is sitting at an 84 on Metacritic. So yeah, so Batman Arkham Shadow, it is on VR. It is an action adventure game. I think it's canon. I could be very wrong. Released on October the 22nd, 2024. Currently sitting at 83. I bring it up because a lot of people were looking forward to a new Arkham game, and this is as close as you will get, and unless Rocksteady comes out and says we're actually working on a proper one. We'll see. Next, we have Alan Wake 2, the Lake House DLC expansion, October 22nd, 2024, PS5, PC, Xbox Series. I bring it up because Alan Wake was a big hit for people. And this expansion goes into, I believe, the Control universe a bit. I think you explore the oldest house, which is where Control takes place in. I think that's what happens. So, yeah, people should go take a look out. And finally, last but not least, I have a game that I think, Maxwell, you were slightly intrigued by.
This ought to be good.
And it is Sonic X Shadow Generations.
Yeah.
I dare you to tell me you were not interested.
What noise was that?
Nah, I didn't think that's what he was gonna mention. I thought he was gonna let me not put shade on Sonic. I'm not gonna say what I was gonna say.
Alright.
So I say that, Maxwell, because you were interested in Sonic Frontiers once upon a time. You played Sonic Mania as well. And yeah, so Sonic X Shadow Generations, PC, PS5, PS4, Xbox Series, Xbox One, Nintendo Switch. It's a platformer game. October 25th, 2024. Its Metacritic score is what, Maxwell?
See, I know people say this one is better than they expected. So I'm inclined to go for 82, but because it's a Sonic game, I'm going to play it safe and say 78.
78, okay. Tommy?
The square root of 69, 8 something.
No, Maxwell was the closest. It's currently sitting at a solid 80.
Oh.
That is... When was the last game that touched an 80?
Wasn't it Sonic Mania?
You might actually be right.
But anyway, I bring it up because this is what I wanted to touch on. Just a brief discussion. Is Sonic making a comeback? Because we had Sonic Boom, The Rise of Lyric, which came out in 2014, and it came out and nobody liked it. It's sitting at a 32 on Metacritic. Then we had Sonic Forces, came out, nobody liked it, 56 on Metacritic. Then Sonic Origins came, and it had its own fair share of controversy, but it had a 74 on Metacritic. And then somewhere in between, we had Sonic Mania. But Sonic Mania wasn't made by the Sonic team. Interesting.
No, it wasn't. But then let me say this as the Sonic residential guy.
Mm-hmm.
Sonic goes up and down. You cannot predict it. And that's the thing about Sonic. You have good Sonic games that come out. You have bad Sonic games come out. You never ever know what you are going to get with Sega. But however, with it being the year of Shadow, given the movie, it was no surprise that Sonic Generations X Shadow, Sonic X Shadow's generation, was coming out. So the real test is going to be the years after, when they're going to make a new game. We'll see what exactly this new game is. Like, you know how Frontiers was a literal Frontiers. So we'll see what comes out next, as opposed to them playing it safe and sticking to formulas that they're already familiar with. I prefer the direction they do with like Frontiers, where we're getting Sonic games which we don't have a reference point to fall back to and say, this game played like this, I know I'm gonna like this one. I like it when they're releasing games where, yeah, like I said, we have no reference point to determine whether or not it's for us. We just have to play it and find out for ourselves.
Okay. Yeah, okay.
Max, I'm not Max. That's a good point, Max. Tell me, what do you think? I know you're not really a big Sonic guy, but
I was gonna say something about furries, but then I realized it was 34 as well. So I was like, okay. Look, it's a nostalgic, type of game. So it coming back is okay. Let it be rebooted. People remember. I don't know how deep it's gonna go into the history, but I mean, I like Sonic. I just have not watched the live action movies. I don't plan on ever doing that. But yeah, that's all she wrote.
But yeah, that's it for the gaming corner on my side. What about you guys?
Right. So I don't know when this game was released, but in our next streams, I want us to, and to you, the listeners, please go watch the stream and you can play along too. Lockdown Protocol. Oaks, when I tell you how many clips I've ingested of Lockdown Protocol, like that Among Us type game. Oh, yes, Lord. I need more of that. It's $100. I want to buy it, but money's tight. Anyways, definitely play it for all of y'all out there and shit. I don't know. It's cheap and it's fun from the looks of it. And Max, any gaming corner stuff,
Not this week.
I bet. All right, brings us to the halfway section. If you're still listening, please like and subscribe. And moving on to content news. Now, I don't even know what to talk about, man. Shit. I wonder how Asmongold's doing. I wonder how he's going on with his life and all that. And in recent news, KSI has also mentioned that all along he was pretending to hate people's reviews on the thick of it, just to get more views.
Which was obvious. It was like horribly obvious. But then who's that guy who's on that impulsive podcast with Logan Paul?
Mike.
Yeah, that guy is a glazer.
Dude.
I have not seen a dick rider at his level. My goodness, the dick riding he was doing with KSI, the dick riding he normally does with Logan Paul. Is this like part of his job description of he can only stay on the podcast if he's glazing? Because he's calling KSI a genius, and it's like, bro, it was so obvious. Like, I've always had that complaint, and I've mentioned it to you, Kojo, about how people who hate on stuff, watching a video, hate watching and whatnot, doesn't do anything. You're just helping the creator because one, your view is being counted. Two, the algorithm is thinking this is good content and is putting it to more people. And three, you're paying the bills for it. So if you really want to hate on something, don't interact with it.
And that's on God. All right. Well, yeah, man. Yeah, that's all I have for content creation. Kojo, did anything notable meet your eye?
Kind of. First of all, Asmongold seems to be doing fine. He's sent a picture. He's cleaned his kitchen and in his living room. Still looks like a mess, but it's much better than what it was before. And he said he's giving away stuff to charity. And some people were like, I don't even think charity will want that stuff. But
yeah, dead rats and shit.
Wait, what do you call those places that take old stuff and maybe like recycle it? He should give to those things.
Thrift store? Thrift store? I don't know.
Ooh, yeah, it might be a thrift store. And that's an option.
Yeah. But anyway, I saw something come up. Politics is just, I don't know. But I'm just going to bring it up real briefly. So there are two female content creators that focus on politics called Frogan and Denims.
Oh.
I'm sorry, Tommy. I have to do it. I'm sorry.
Yeah, do it.
I have no idea who they are.
Okay. Tommy, you know who they are, right?
Yeah, I know
Yeah, no, so they are political streamers. They talk about politics and like Hassan, but they're actually very good friends with Hassan. I think they share the same political views. Anyway.
No, the minute you said Hassan, that was enough of background information for me.
Yeah. So Frogan herself has been very controversial. Denims is also controversial somewhat, but Frogan is on a whole other, not on a whole other level, but she's more controversial. And both of them got banned. And some people are speculating that is because there was a panel at TwitchCon and they were rating streamers on who can say the word Habibi, I think, or something like that. And one of the tiers was seen as derogatory. So some people are speculating that's why they got banned. But so that's why maybe Denims got banned. But Frogan went on a stream and she went off on people who were in the US military. This is what she said, and I quote, "I have no pity at all for any effing soldiers. I will never ever have any effing pity for any effing soldiers. US military, boo effing who. I hope you get PTSD, you know? The ones I'm like whatever about, the US soldiers, are the ones that acknowledge that what they did was wrong. They didn't know back then. Whatever, you are the person in my book," end quote. And yeah, she went off. She was. Before I move on, what do you guys think about that statement?
Wait, did you mention Mia Khalifa did similar?
No.
Okay, yeah, Mia Khalifa did similar and she got backlash as well. But then that's how I heard about, this, forget her name, and her son Abby also adding in, taking Mia Khalifa's side of it. But obviously addressing, yeah, okay, cool. what you said about, the whole PTSD thing. You should never wish that upon anybody. And I was like, yeah, okay. I agree. Like, never wish PTSD on anyone. I agree. What Mia Khalifa did was out of pocket. But like, yeah, I don't want to take political sides.
Yeah, no, Maxwell, what didn't you understand?
Nah, her quote just didn't make sense, but I'm not bothered. I couldn't care what people think about the military. I'm indifferent to it.
Okay, cool. Well, someone clapped back on Twitch, and I want you guys to guess who it was. I'll give you a hint. He is a
XQC.
No. Well, XQC, he had some things to say, but he was not as bad as this next person who's
Neon.
a kid. No.
The other incel.
Oh yeah, that narrows it down.
Elon?
What? What?
I don't know. You said on X.
Kick. I said Kick.
Oh, on Kick. I don't know niggas on Kick, bro. Oh, Aiden Ross?
Yes, it was Aiden Ross.
Oh, lol.
I always forget he exists.
So this is what he said. He went off on Frogan, and this is what he said. And I quote, "You are a terrorist because you hate America. I should spit on you. Go to another effing country. Go to another country, B word. Please, go to another country. Don't ever wish bad upon my US soldiers. F you. They're heroes. You're not. You're a terrorist. You're a traitor. F you. I got her banned straight up. I don't care. I snitched. I don't care. Call me a snitch. I don't care. I got her banned. I don't care." End quote. I don't know. I'm not quite sure about you guys, but I think that he doesn't care.
Like, okay, does he want a cookie? Like, ugh.
Are you sure he doesn't care?
I don't know. It's not clear to me. But anyway, he went on. He continued, and it was like, and I quote, "Frogan, listen up. You can blame me. I got a text with a link to the drama alert tweet that I said about you. Frogan, I got you banned. I got a text from somebody, I'm not going to say who, and they said, end quote, Aiden, we love this. We sent this over to somebody who's going to do something about this, end quote. I'm not going to say any names, but I'm smoking on your S word, end quote." So yeah, that's pretty much drama. Seeing as people like tea and drama, I thought I'd include that there. Maxwell, you said you don't care. Do you still not care?
Yep, still don't care.
Okay, Tommy.
I knew it all along.
Got it. Yeah, I think that's it for my content creator news.
All right. Max, any content peeps you want to make fun of?
Nah, just quickly make fun of Lunchly and its moldy cheese. That's it.
Yeah, it's not looking good, bruv. All right, and I don't know if I have any eSports interesting news besides all I watched was a video of how SKT1's food is prepared, which I don't know what landed me on that video.
That Alvin Joe guy.
Yeah, hey bro. And yeah, their building is mad. Yes, like it's something out of K-dramas, my guy. It's crazy.
Yeah.
But yeah, other than that, we are now in the semi-finals. The finals will probably be next week, a week after you guys. Well, in the week that this is released, we'll be heading into the finals. So yeah, gear up for that. If you are doing esports betting, quit while you can, save your money. Jeez. But I mean, yeah, if you are, prepare your wallets. And yeah, that's all for me for esports. Do y'all have anything?
There's such a thing as esports betting.
Yes, of course. Anytime there's odds is, yeah. Y'all have anything?
No.
I never do.
All right. Well, that was lovely. Thank you so much to you guys. And yeah, to the listeners, again, watch our streams, bro. Trust. It's going to be fun. You can pull in for some games if it's a game that's obviously multiplayer. And something that I wanted to announce to Kojo, I am playing No Man's Sky and I'm loving every part of it. And it's something I shouldn't be doing in the state I'm in as we speak, because it is bewildering how incredibly large some of these planets are. It's wild.
Yeah.
But anyways, yeah. Okay, gamers, be good, eat food, and drink water. Thank you, gents. And Cheers to you all. Peace.